Okay, so after reading that article, things make a little bit more sense to me as to why I can hear people in the room and people can be like, "I'm in the room too. Why can't you see me? Why can't you hear me?" Because of hypnotic cues and distortions. And it does make sense now. I never said, I don't know that I said this part out loud at least. I've been on the beach one time at the dunes, I want to say, and seeing someone that I vaguely recognized, but they didn't look totally like themselves. Because of this little cue, distortion cue. And I didn't realize that's what the reason was at the time, but that's what the reason is. So it now makes perfect sense why people don't ever look like themselves. And I guess it's partially to protect their identity, which is okay, that's a thing. But for me, just go ahead and keep your little secret and your little identity and stay over there with it, that's all. Really ain't that big of a deal. For me at least. To the degree that I would ever want to be aggravated by you spending time with me but not being here, to the degree that I can perceive your presence and sense your presence. That shit is fucking weird and it's not acceptable. I don't know where someone would accept that at. But I will say this, and secondarily, when I went to All Nations Worship Assembly, half of the prophets were being trained as behavioral therapists and psychologists. So they're being trained in these methods as a form of therapy. I never cognizantly went to a therapist like, yes, please hypnotize me, because I don't want nobody in the driver's seat of my mind. I would never give control willingly to someone else over the driver's seat of my mind. They have to sneak that shit in on me while I was unconscious, like during a surgery, while I was asleep, shit like that. Because I would never sign up, I would never pay a mug to be like, yes, please hypnotize me, and pretend it's therapy. Like, that shit ain't therapy to me. That shit is weird. And I would never sign up for it knowingly. I would never give my consent to no shit like that, to be perfectly honest with you. And anyone or any job or anything that would try to require that shit out of me will have to fuck off. They really would. And I don't care how much it paid, what was at stake. It just, that ain't worth it for me. So it's a no. That is a deal breaker. And that's a real firm no. It's not like maybe not, I'll think about it type shit. It's like a strong nah, like to the nah. And that's basically all I can say about that. And it's real. And having someone to hypnotize their wife. I remember that lady in France that was slept with while she was sleeping by her husband and several other men, thinking that shit was like, and the people thought it was participatory. How the fuck did you think she was participating in her sleep, bro? That shit is weird. So you are complicit in the crime if someone tried to make you believe that shit. Okay? All right. I just want to make sure everyone knows. the type of time I'm on, where my head is at, where my thoughts are at, where my intentions are. That's some bullshit. It's unacceptable, and I would never agree to no shit like that. Period. Point blank. The end. It's just real. There's certain shit that it ain't worth my peace. Naeem Kokar, please fuck off. Stop calling me. Stop calling me. I'm not joking. I don't know you and I don't want to talk to you. If I don't answer, that's because I don't know you and I don't want to talk to you. Please stop calling. So yeah, so that's pretty much my final thoughts on that, and I'm not gonna, I feel like I've spoken on it before. What is it called? The associations have already been drawn. The web of associations have already been drawn. I'm not gonna go through it again because you know how to make your inferences and draw your conclusions. So I'm done doing your work for you. But that's what it is, and if that's what that's what you feel like you require for me to be a part of your circle in any way, whether it's family, friends, or whatever, please keep yourself over there, and just, you know, don't bother.